Hello, investor community. This is Liz.
And this is Andresa.
For those who don't know us, you probably see our faces a whole lot. You're like, oh, these two again. But we are the co-founders of the Real Estate Investor community, right, Andresa?
That is correct.
And we are here. We're going to get right to it very quickly because that is how we roll. That is what's important to us. We want to give the most value we can to Ashley. We have Ashley on here today for our live mentorship. And we're still getting into the routine of how often we're going to do these. We did one last Wednesday. We're going to do one today. It's literally a 15-minute time for women in our community to kind of get the support they need, focus on one thing they need support to propel them on their journey of investing. And we said, we could do this through Zoom, but why don't we do it live? Because all the women can watch along with us. So if you're here, hello. Thank you for being with us. Please share where you're coming in from. Say hello. That would be wonderful. Or you're watching this, which a lot of women consume afterwards. That's fine too. Before we bring Ashley on, I want to make a quick mention that we are literally 10 days today from our second annual Investor Summit that Andres and I have been working very hard on and our team's been working hard on. So if you haven't heard, we are doing a summit in 10 days. You have to be maybe living under a rock, but we're really pumped about it. It's going to be amazing. Go to our website. You'll see it there /level up. If you've not gotten your ticket, come play in the arena with us. We are getting super excited to start Friday night, right? The 11th, and we'll go into the 12th. I wanted to make a quick mention because that's literally the biggest thing on my mind right now.
Yeah. And I just want to say something to you guys. Sometimes you might be saying like, oh my gosh, it's going to talk about the summit again. I want to restate that our mission is to really support women to live a financially free and balanced life. It's not sell tickets. Okay. So we know the impact that a conference and everything that we do, we know the impact. And I know that other people stood for me in the past for me to really propel. So one connection, one idea that you can get out of a conference, can really change your life. So that's exactly why we keep sharing it with you, because
and
we
we'll
really
keep
care.
doing it.
We will keep doing it because we really care.
Yeah.
I want more women next to all of us. We want to go like full force. I want people be like, oh my gosh, there's so many women at this conference.
Yes. So join us, therealestateinvestor.com, level up, because that's what it's all about. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Ashley on. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, everyone. Hi, Liz Andresa.
Hi there.
Thank you for having me here.
Of course.
We really are excited about these because they're like little shots of like our mini-sodes that we do. We do a full-length interview for our podcast, and then we do mini-sodes that are 10 minutes, and we pack a lot in. So time doesn't always equal value, right? It could be in 10 minutes. It could be a long day, so we have you on. Ashley also is one of our newest volunteers of our investor team. She helps moderate our Facebook community as we grow. There's a lot of some things that just don't belong in our group. And she's been moderating, and just thank you so much for stepping forward and helping us. So we really appreciate that. So as much as we can help you, that's what our goal is here. So the purpose of this is all about getting really focused. If you want to share a little bit about who you are, your investing, kind of career, if you will, or your focus right now. And then the next part is, what one thing can we help you with? Because when you're getting support from people, you don't want to tell them there's like 19 things, right? Because they're not going to know what to do, not to help you. And people have to be a good mentee. When they're looking for a mentor, you have to be a good mentee. And it's a two-sided. I'm a mentee with certain people, and I'm a mentor in other ways. So more focused, more refined you can be with what you need, people are going to be able to help you. So we're going to focus on one thing today, not 25. All right. So if you don't mind, Ashley, share a little bit about who you are, and then what's that one thing that you want to focus on?
Okay. So I actually am a CPA. I'm an accounting supervisor in my local government. So that's my daily job, dealing with numbers, financial reporting. Actually, coming up next week, I have to dealing with the auditors when they come over here to audit my firm. So so my job is getting needier and needier. I feel like I spend a lot of time working in the office, but at the same time, I have 1 and 3 years old, 2 kids. I realize the time I can spend with them get much less and lesser. So they're trigger me. I want a whole new career. I want to do something that I wanted to do, and also give me the freedom so I can spend more time with my kids. I believe this is a lot of women's thought that they want to have a financial freedom. However, I started this real estate investing about 2 years ago when my daughter just born about 4 months, actually that almost 3 years ago, when my daughter was just a few months old. I found that the one big hurdle I ran into, I still don't know how to solve the problem. That one single question I want to ask you guys is how to find a deal. I know a lot of people probably ask this. I know a lot of people also give me the answer, you just have to put in the time. But I believe a lot of women run into the same issue as I do. I do not have a time because I have a full-time job. I already work 50 hours a week at least. And I came home, I have 2 little toddlers, very demanding toddlers want my time. So they went to bed like at 10 o'clock at night. They got up like at 5. So what time do I have? So I send the mailers. I even try to answer the phones. I outsource people answer the phones. But the problem is the market is so hot. It's a seller's market. I send them mailers. They give me the quote. Then even the owner try to sell the property. They basically gave me the quote like for example, if the property worth like $300,000 in my market, they want $400,000, and there's no way for me to talk them down because if you don't like the price, walk away. There's tons of other people will jump in try to buy the property. So I kind of still want to ask you, in such a hot market, how can I spend the reasonable time to find good deals? Especially I'm in Colorado and it's really one of the hottest market here. A lot of people want to move over here because the weather, because the outdoor stuff. So I even consider either in the Colorado, either in other states, just whatever I can find the deals. And how can I do this without spending hours, because I really don't have.
Sure. I'll share a little bit about like the past, what I have done that has worked, especially with kids, right? One of my favorite ways to find properties is driving for dollars, but I don't drive. I actually walk for dollars because then I can go in different directions. So you can get the kids on a stroller or double stroller in your case and go for a walk. And I would, in my case, I had my child with a little pad, and I will go in the opposite direction that I drive, because when I drive, I only see one way. So I would walk the opposite direction that I'm driving, and I would observe the houses. A lot of houses, different depending on your market and everything, that I got were vacant. Actually, people were moving out. So I really loved when I saw those like black garbage bags on the outside, because people were preparing. So like state sale, for example, getting contact with attorneys, that people were preparing. They went through some issues there, and something happened and they need to sell it. So really prior of them being almost ready to list it. So hunting in the local area and then really talking to neighbors. They know everything. So this is one way. It's less numbers of leads, but more qualified leads, because then I know exactly what's going on in my area. That's one way that really worked for me in the past.
Yeah, I would say actually too, and maybe it's because I just started reading the book. When I read a book, that's like all I think about. I think about that one thing because it's like in your, it's in your sphere of context. And the book is called Who Not How. It's by Dan Sullivan, who's built up one of the most successful coaching programs in the world called Strategic Coach. And I just love his stuff. He's written like tons and tons of books. This is a new book from him, and it's about who, not how. And why I think it resonates with me, and why I think it resonates with hopefully women, is that we often think, okay, how am I going to find deals? That was your question.
Yeah.
So, and that's a good question. And I don't mean to dismiss that question because it is a hot market. But the who might be a piece that you need to incorporate in your strategy. And almost think of it like a wheel. When the market's this hot, think of like literally a wheel, and think of like 6 spokes coming out of it. You should have 6 different strategies that you're doing to finding deals. Not 1, not 2, not 3. I have 6. I would have 6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now your head starts spinning. I can see it on your face, Ash. So you're like, hold on. I asked you guys for a little advice, and now you're telling me I should have 6 different strategies. This is not helpful, Liz and Andresa.
You're overwhelming me.
Now, why I'm saying that though is that you don't have to be the one doing those 6 things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can spend the same amount of time. Say you have that focused amount of time, whatever that time you're allotting for yourself each week. Because you have a 1-year-old, you have a 3-year-old, you have a full-time job. You're a CPA, by the way. What an enormous job to have in the business of investing. So I love that you're a CPA, but you're an analytical person, Polly. So you're analyzing your things, and so you don't be stopped by overanalyzing either, because that could probably happen. As if you're a good CPA, you're an analyzer. So my point, though, is the who, not how, is, okay, door knocking, walking for dollars, the things that Andresa just said, really good idea, things that I can do. What are the things that you can maybe get some help from other people? That would be like the brokers, So again, it's not all the doing on your part, but it's you in the middle orchestrating and keeping in touch with this broker here and this strategy here and this group here. I don't know all those 6 things for you in your market, but what I can say is look at the people that that like and know you already. Start there. Start with what you know and who you know, and those could be 6. There could be 6 people, but it also could be 6 strategies. I don't know if that's helping or resonating, but you don't have to be the one doing all the strategies, because that's going to overwhelm you, and you don't have time for that.
I have a quick question for you, Ashley. In terms of partnerships, have you done partnerships before?
I'm glad you asked me these questions, because on the Facebook, you probably recently you saw I have a post that there is an investor actually approaching me, try to partner with me, but all in short, the concept is he's using my money to invest in this spec house, the new construction. So I asked a lot of questions, because he won't put any money down. I will put all the money, the down payment and any holding cost about the new construction. And we split the profit this way: 50% give to the general contractor, 25% to him, and 25% to me. And he's a real estate agent too. So he will
get it. Yeah, but he doesn't know you have a community behind you to make that proposal. So you bring a lot to the table. You're a CPA. You're going to bring a lot to the table. What I would recommend, when I saw that, I was like, great for them, not for you. Your skin, your entire body is there, right? So in terms of partnerships, start networking with other local men and women that are doing similar things that you are, and you can leverage, right? Might as well, the person is going to leverage the time and you're going to leverage the time. You both can leverage the funding, whatever the situation might be, but it's like a playing field. I wouldn't recommend you going to something new where you are the only one putting your funds there, but look for folks that are doing exactly the same thing that you are doing, but you're bringing a lot to the table because you're a CPA, and don't forget that.
I appreciate that. I do. I mean, since we talk about this, I've been put this on a hold for 2 weeks, because I just feel like at the back of my head, something doesn't feel right. And so that's why I asked you guys. I appreciate everybody jump me in. Pretty much everybody tell me, do not do it. So I trust other people's, other people's opinion. And also I think over that I do put my whole body out there, and the investor doesn't have any skin in there, although he did claim that he contribute a lot of experience. He contribute because he will manage the project. He contribute his deal because he fund this deal. But over the same time, because given the market currently, everything, the material price going up too much, if I end up holding very long, I end up losing a lot, because he still get a 3 to 6% on top of that. So I probably end up only get a half of what he get, and spending like 8 to 12 months. And I just feel like my money doesn't work well for me at this point.
It's simple. Just blame the money. I'm so sorry. My money did not like that. So
yeah. But
Ashley, So our time is
Mhm.
very tight over here.
Okay.
What I want to
Mhm.
hear from you is
Mhm.
what are 2 or 3 things that you are based on what we told you here? What are 2 or 3 things that you're looking to get it done, act upon?
I think first, I still have to keep doing what I'm doing currently, try to find a deal. And also, I probably would drive around because actually I'm in a rural area. When you
Mm.
walk, you don't really get very far, honestly.
Okay.
So I actually looking for commercial deal now. So
Mm.
basically, I have to drive around and then take a look. But um, I feel like I just need to keep doing it. I just keep looking at it. And yes, I have kids, but instead of I put my kids in stroller, I can put them in a cart and drive around and use weekend or something like that. And also appreciate that opinion again regarding the new construction. I'm pretty sure that I do not want to go forward with that one. Yeah. And
Okay.
by the way, this is a great community you guys created. I mean, help a woman a lot. I mean, I joined so many other group community. This is a very unique one, especially very woman friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
appreciate that.
we're here for you, Ashley. And the key is to just be reminded or take one thing you
Mhm.
heard, and
Mhm.
then put it into action. Because
Yeah.
we could talk all day and people don't do anything with what people
Mhm.
say. It's like, it's not about the time, it's actually about the effort. So
Yeah.
our request to you, if you can,
Mhm.
within a week, give us an update, post it on
Mhm.
the Facebook community. That'll be awesome. You know,
Mhm.
that'll hold you accountable to actually, again, recommitting, trying this. You're like, you know what? I'm going to try to reach out to that commercial,
Mhm.
whatever it is, so you can
Mhm.
keep getting the support you need, and it keeps on your path. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
sounds like you're up to
Yeah.
some great things. Be kind to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
glad. I thought, Liz, you were asked me to read a book within a week. So, oh my
No,
goodness.
no, no. You don't have to
I
read.
can do that.
No,
That
no.
sounds like me.
Yeah, that sounds Justin, not me. It takes me like a year usually to read books, but just keep
Yeah.
that concept. Don't forget
Yeah.
who, not how. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
Thank you. I
Ashley.
will definitely check the book too. Thank you guys.
All
Appreciate
right.
You
that.
got this, Ashley. Keep
You
us
got this,
posted.
Ashley.
Okay. I will keep trying.
You got it. Take
Thank
care.
you. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
Have a
you,
good day.
everybody. Have a
You
good
too.
day.
Bye.